So Aries, if there's a bit of heartburn here, if there's a bit of like you're feeling sort of burned by a particular relationship, by a job, by a family member, something in your life is causing a bit of heartburn. Temperance is, the Heron is directing you to keep your cool through your community. It's saying, okay, this circumstance might be happening in your life, and the way to weather it is shift your focus into connecting with your friends, connecting with people and places and communities and groups that make you feel that sense of camaraderie and love and support. And the Three of Cups, it's emotional water, it's emotional support. And whatever this is, you've put in enough roots, and maybe that is part of this idea of the return to self. Like, it's almost like you can feel yourself again. You can feel strong in yourself again, because these two cards are depictions of strength. A tree is only as strong as its root system. We've found that here where I am in the world in Vermont, because we've had some pretty bad flooding this year. And the trees, there's this like really tall pear tree in my neighborhood that apparently didn't have a deep enough root system to hold it in the ground for how tall it actually grew up. And so if you grow really, really tall with a bunch of heavy fruit and you don't actually have the roots to hold you in that, and then a bunch of water comes and saturates the ground, and it will just, you'll just there's something like a darkness here weighing you down, and there's an something lifts, alleviates, lightens. With its removal, or with its maybe part of the disappointment is that like you aren't working together in the way that you hoped. There isn't some sort of like, there's not a balance of duties being split, or there's not like there's not a sense of cooperation and collaboration happening in some sort of relationship or environment. And that is disappointing. That's leaving you maybe even in a state of grief, if that word feels resonant or applicable for you. And so this fall, Cancer, I guess the question is like, what do you need to do? What systems would help create more of a sense of peace in your spirit? Because that's really all this is to me. Whatever in your life has become confusing, chaotic, just like maybe even like mentally really intense and sort of a weight on you, a burden on you because of how murky it is, or how unclear or how chaotic it is all the time, coming in with first of all, maybe like a clear revelation, like the lightning strikes and you realize that it's actually much simpler than this, or you realize at the very least the truth or the words to say, or something that you can use as a tool to cut through this mess, which is what the Son of Swords is doing here, just slicing right through and bringing the light, cutting the chaos by half. So something that has sort of been hanging around or been aging in your life maybe is ready for the culling, is ready for its final judgment, its final say in your life. And I'm saying that it's liberating for you mentally. It's like alleviating something off of your mind, because the swords are representing mental energy, air energy. So that you can focus on something that is newly developing in your life that is a little bit more earth, because we have pentacles. Something that is more tangible, something that is less like mental gymnastics or mental effort for you, and more physical, more having to do with like the things you can see, touch, taste, engage with in the physical world. And you're encouraged to take it slow, especially as the heaviness sort of lifts slowly. I think it can be hard for people with heavy Libra placements to prioritize themselves. It's a pretty typical yarn told about Librans that like they are so invested in the other, and they see, you know, Libra Sun, especially Libra Moon, like sees themselves in other people. That's how they are reflected back to themselves through others, and so it can be very easy to lose yourself. And there is permission in this reading to be like, this is actually, Libra, about you right now. And it's okay to move these other things that you very much love and care about to the periphery, so that you can make some choices that you really want to make right now, or that are just like really beneficial to you, really important to you. And that might feel so freeing. You know, if you've been in the Four of Cups for a while, it is very likely that you've been maybe dwelling in something that is waning. Dwelling in something that is no longer emotionally powerful for you, or no longer emotionally present with you, or you are no longer emotionally present with it. What are you emotionally present for? Because that's the shift to make. And somehow the shift is very much in the physical, tangible world. So while the shift may be emotional, it happens through very tangible means of like, okay, I'm gonna support myself now in this way. Show me the money is a tangible action that will yield an emotional shift. Simplify the chaos. Build on clear, firm foundations. Justice, clarity. In this case, justice is clarity. It's this singular thing, you know what I mean? Like, and this could also be talking about like relationship structures. If you've got like sort of chaotic relationship structures, or like structures of dynamics between people that are just like consistently confusing to navigate, or consistently creating like mess, you know? I want to put the Five of Cups and the Chaos card together. Mess. This is messy. So everything goes black, totality. And you can't even see that these trees were making like an opening. There's an opening between them. And then something, the burning bush, in the, you know, within that totality, something lights up and illuminates the opening. This reading is wild. And I think it's something that was probably previously a bit mysterious. Even Venus is playing around in this like mysterious moon realm. Something you can kind of feel, but you can't really prove or can't really see. It's just like this mystery. And then something's coming in here and like lighten it up. And just full illumination, from like full totality to full illumination. But maybe the Son of Pentacles is a personality who needs to be able to speak their feelings first. And so like give them the space to do that without all this like energy. And then they'll come at it from the King of Swords space. Once the emotions are sort of out of the way, then they'll be able to be like, okay, I'm in the King of Swords headspace, and you can be like, great, let's talk Pentacles. You know, let's talk Pentacles. Because again, like with the Three of Pentacles behind the Son of Pentacles, they are ready for that. I think they are. Like they're ready to talk about working together and how to do it. We just need to get this like resentment and like sadness and like the emotions sort of need to be purged in order to come at it from the place where you can actually efficiently create a system that everyone is willing to participate in. You know, like this is how the Five of Cups speaks. Well, what if this happens, or I would, but, or blah, blah, blah. Versus the I can mentality, which is, you know what, I'm ready. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna bust out of this. I'm gonna hop on that horse. I'm getting back on that horse. You know? Yes, I've been hurt, but I'm back. You know, like this is your comeback, Pisces. This is like, I'm back and better than ever. So like, turn on the fans. I'm coming out on stage and I want my hair blowing in the wind. And it is like the hair blowing in the wind, the horse like running through the meadow is just like leaving that behind.